Ladies and gentlemen, today I would like to talk about land grabbing in Uganda. Many of you know that over the last 30 years, many Ugandans have been made homeless by war, by threats, by plain theft, and in most cases on the directions of dictator Yoweri Museveni. This topic is a very sad and serious one, and it's a long story. However, I'll try to be as brief as possible. Many of you know that land in Uganda is not just a piece of land for entertainment, recreation, or financial gain. Land in Uganda for most of the communities is their life. Their life depends on it. Without their land, they do not exist. Without their land, they do not have a soul. Without their land, they don't have a culture. And without their land, they can not pay tribute and honor to their ancestors. Now, Mr. Museveni has blatantly violated the human rights of Ugandans, discredited tombs and burial places, displaced cultures, destroyed cultures, killed people, and made millions homeless by his very systematic and at times very subtle way of land grabbing. The common issue that usually puts up is investment. But investment for what? I believe that investment can be a good thing for a country, but it must benefit the people. It must benefit the actual country, not just a greedy president and his few hand-picked investors. In fact, many people have tried to say something about the land grabbing issue in Uganda, and many have got into trouble. Many have been killed. Even international organizations like Oxfam and the Uganda Land Alliance were threatened with closure because they questioned and they put out a report about the land grabbing issue in Uganda. No area, apart from where Museveni comes from, has been exempt from land grabbing. All of you know Kalangala district, formerly Sese Islands, which is more representative because there are many islands. But now Museveni named it Kalangala district. The Sese Islands were very important to Uganda, not ecologically only, but also culturally. And as many of you know, the climate depended very much on the forest reserves on Kalangala. Over 50,000 people were displaced. 90% of them were not compensated properly, and most of them are now jobless and homeless. In the Mount Elgon Forest Reserve, over 20,000 people were displaced. Mabira Forest is still an ongoing battle. Luunga Forest was cut down. This, although did not displace very many people, it destroyed the natural environment. In Mubende district, over 22,000 people were driven out of their land. In Ichiboga, similar story. Currently we have Amuru district, where the president stubbornly continues to push the locals to the edge because he wants to give their land to investors. As you know, the ladies in Amuru have become so desperate that they have demonstrated in front of the minister and the army generals naked. Now, as you know, in African culture, if a mature lady bears it all in terms of protest, this is the worst curse, and this is the worst form of protest that she can give. And they have meted this out to the minister. The rest of Uganda should take note, because the time has come to stand up and not just to keep quiet. In the Karamoja district, it's a similar story. And the wife of the president, Mrs. Janet Museveni, had the audacity to tell the whole world that he wants to develop Karamoja, and therefore she has got to get rid of nomadism and the way of life of the Karamojong that they've laid for thousands of years. She wants commercial farming, and therefore to hell with the nomad life of the Karamojong. Instead of helping them look after their animals better, instead of helping them get modern ways of looking after their cattle, she wants to destroy a whole culture. And this is the wife of the president. The reason is they want to grab that land. In Kabarole, it's the same story. In Kamwenje, it's the same story. In Bulisa, because of the oil, it's the same story. In Ichibogandi Mubende, over 30,000 people have been evicted or displaced. Now, these are only a few of the examples. There have been many small evictions and land grabs which don't attract international attention. And as you know, when you come closer to the cities, a popular method is either threat or actual destruction. So you find that in the morning, the whole market has been burnt down, and therefore they can chase you away. Or putting up shoddy trials and court orders engineered from State House in order to get people out of their properties. Many of you know that I've been a victim in this, but I'm not alone. Many other people have had their land and property grabbed. Museveni uses the army. Museveni uses the so-called investors. Museveni uses the police. Museveni uses some local businessmen. For example, a well-known one in Kampala is Chirumira, to harass the people and steal their land. It's not only that people have lost their land and livelihood. This has bred food insecurity. They don't have anywhere to grow food. This has led to increased prices because importation of foodstuff has increased. This has led to cultural degeneration because cultures are being wiped out. In addition, the environment is being destroyed. Ladies and gentlemen, are you happy with the state of affairs as far as land is concerned in Uganda? Are you happy for your grandchildren to be beggars, to be homeless in their own land? Are you happy for your children now to go without food? Are you happy for your ancestors to be discredited when the tombs are dug up in the name of development? Are you happy to see the environment destroyed? If the answer is no, then the time has come for you to join me in order to chase and drive out of power dictator Yoweri Museveni. And the time to do that is now. God bless you.